Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning.
Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultz's Card Pull.
What is up, sports fans? We are here. It is 3:56 a.m. Bright and early, 3:56 Pacific time, 6:56 East Coast time, 5:56 Central, 4:56 Mountain. How are y'all doing tonight? This morning, wherever you might be. Some of you may not have just slept, so it is still tonight for y'all. But early morning for a lot of y'all. How are you? Welcome on in, guys. Schultz's Card Pulls back here for another Target.com hopeful weekly restock. We are waiting for Target to drop some sports cards. Of course, last week they did drop a pretty weird amount, I would say very, very small, of Mosaic, of Topps Chrome Update Sapphire, and a lot of Contenders Megas that we were all able to get our hands on. But very odd restock. But who knows, guys? They could be changing it up, so we got to be ready. We're here. We're hanging out. Staying ready. Talking about sports. Entertaining y'all. What is up? Sports card hobby news and sports news in general on the docket this morning, guys. Brad says, Dr. Schultze and the multiverse of card maniacs. What's up? Steve says, yo, what up, Schultze? Good morning. Wayne says, good morning, all. How are you guys? Seeing hits and pulls. Kraken, Michael Lambert, Trent Warham, FMR, Simple Monning, Lions Luck, Peyton Sayers, Brad Selden, D's Nuts, Edwin, Sal, Who Dat Dog Atcha, the HRE. What's going on? Beaver Breaks. Good morning to all of you all. Thank you for showing up so early. We are hopeful for a Target.com restock, you guys. And we saw last week, if you checked out the sports card calendar on the way in, you saw last week that there was a restock here on Target.com. Like I said, a weird one. And we can talk about that, guys. We can talk about what is coming up here soon. Prism football finally on the way. And I do apologize, guys. I do have the green screen effect going on still behind me, so we are not quite set up in my studio yet. We literally just got all the way moved in to my new house last Saturday. Got everything over to my house last Saturday, so that is why we are still using a green screen. But I appreciate everybody being here anyways. So we are waiting, guys, about another 90 seconds or so away from the hot zone to see if we're gonna get some sports cards this morning on Target.com. Colin says, good morning. Chris Black says, what up? Dave Drago says, what's up? Troy says, I bet you anything isn't dropping today. It's Bowman Baseball Day, LOL. Eric O says, morning, Schultze. Brian Sachs says, Schultze's best fan. I appreciate that, Brian. Dude, that's super sweet of you to say. Really, really nice of you to say. Mr. Oblivion says, good morning. How are you, buddy? Good morning to all y'all. And Mark asking a great question. Anyone else, having their Contenders Megas orders canceled a few days after the Tuesday drop? I've seen a couple reports about that, guys. Let me know in the chat if you have seen that, as we are now seconds away from the hot zone here on Schultz's Card Pulls. 4 to 4:50 Pacific time. We on the Discord monitors, guys, that I use. Card Snipers, really, really awesome. Picks up pretty much everything that Target.com restocks on their monitors. Picking up in the last couple of days some books dropping, but not really anything else to see worthy of caring about. I know somebody else saw PS5s, but not really mentioning those because that's not really what we're here to grab. Of course, if they happen to drop, be happy to help you all try to score those. We do have the links down in the description for those, just in case they happen to do like some kind of crazy, massive drop of both kind of consoles. At any point when we're restocking. All right, guys, the hot zone in effect. What is going on? Oh, thank you. Says, need to change the lower third banner. I knew I forgot something. Thank you for the correction on that one. My apologies. Man, I knew I forgot one thing last night. Anyways, guys, we do have a lot to get to as far as sports news. The hot zone is upon us, so we got the next 50 minutes to hope for a sports card restock on Target.com. I know that maybe not every single one of you is a Mariners fan, but I know you're a Julio Rodriguez fan. He hit his first home run over the weekend. So good to see. I guess if you could call Monday the weekend. I guess for this show, it is the weekend, but one of the biggest name rookies finally hitting his first home run in the bigs. Really, really good to see. Already leading the league in stolen bases, so anybody investing in those first Bowmans of Julio Rodriguez already getting that payoff. But that's obviously maybe just for my Mariners and Mariners fans to care about, unless you are all holding Julio Rodriguez. But of course, guys, the NBA playoffs still going on crazy. The next round starting, and with the second round, the semifinals for leagues, both the Western and the Eastern Conference. The Warriors and Grizzlies kicking it off yesterday. Oh my goodness, guys. 117-116 win. That was a crazy, on Sunday game. And then the Bucks, less crazy, but still a good game. 101-89 win over the Celtics. What I expected. I still think the Bucks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they are probably going to be facing off. I said against the Phoenix Suns, but we'll see. The Suns, last night, by the way, I should mention, getting the win over the Mavericks, 121-114. And then the Heat over the Sixers, guys. The Heat, a late East Conference addition to, I would say, the top tier of teams in the playoffs. See if they can match up against the Bucks and take it to the NBA Finals for the Eastern Conference. But anyways, guys, we have a ton of other stuff to talk about as well. Baseball in full effect. I saw people asking about Prism this next week. So not this week, but a week from today, guys. Prism Football 2021 going to be released for a hobby version anyways, and then probably in another 2 weeks, you're going to see all the retail start to trickle out. I wouldn't be shocked at some point in the next week and a half if you start to see little flashes of some, like maybe some blasters or some kind of retail format of Prism Football on eBay, and people are going to be freaking out. It's going to be like, oh my God, it's like $150 a blaster. Yeah, because that's like literally the first dude that has it, and somebody that wants to rip it immediately is going to pay that, but then the price will go down, more retail come out, and hopefully, guys, I know that Panini's been printing a ton of retail, and we can talk about that too. We can talk about the state of the hobby, but goodness gracious, hopefully they don't print a ton of Prism retail like they printed Mosaic, and at least for Optic basketball anyways, because we all know that Panini's been running those printers a lot. I would even say before the news came out that Topps and Fanatics were partnering up, and that Fanatics was going to score all of the Topps brands and basically leave Panini in the dust. Panini just doing that cash grab, trying to grab that last minute cash before 2025 here in the next 2 years. So beware, guys. We all should be trying to score these premium releases, but we got to beware and maybe balance out how much of these premium releases are being printed, and maybe understand that it's not going to be the hit rates of like 2020 football, for instance. I'm not sure that boxes like that are ever coming back, and that's probably why they're going to be so high resale-wise for quite a long time. Oh, Prism's in June. Prism isn't coming out in May. Prism gets pushed off to June. See, there you go. So no Prism. Select is supposedly the next release now. Wow. Good job, Panini. They're making us wait. Prism was pushed back again. Jar Jar says fake news. Scott, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Obviously, being in and out of the sports card hobby, and with, honestly, not just the world of sports, but the world of everything while moving. Missed that about Prism. I don't know how I missed that. I apologize. So Select is supposedly still going to come out? I don't know. We'll see in May. They've been pushing everything back, guys. They've been pushing everything back. Jar Jar says, do you even read chat? I do read chat. I was a little behind. I was actually back maybe about 3 minutes or so in the chat, so I apologize. Steve Piero says Optic also. So Optic, which was about a 6.2 or 6.3 release date, got pushed back. Select, which was originally a May 11th release date, I'm assuming got pushed back to the end of May, and Prism got pushed back to June 2nd. You got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. So they keep pushing it back a couple weeks, and they still can't even get Cade Cunningham in a pro uniform like in a real shot at an NBA game on a card. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, guys. Pack Attack Jackpot, what's going on, baby? Good morning, Schulte. How's the move going? Hey, Pack Attack. Actually, it's going really well. Apologize that we just have the green screen up of my old studios, and obviously the move kind of going a little too well, because I haven't really been able to keep up with the fact that in the last week, all of these football releases have been moving. So my apologies, guys. That's the big story of the hobby. I mean, goodness gracious. That is... I know there's been card trimming going on, and we can talk about that. We can break down specifically who's been doing that. it just sucks, man. I must say, guys, prominent names in the hobby, when you're caught card trimming and when you've been doing stuff in the past and when you're associated with some other criminal behavior before you get into the hobby and then you come on in and you continue to trim cards and PSA misses them, it just goes to show you that this hobby is full of scum and you got to make sure to avoid it. But then also, and we can continue to talk about this, but all these grading companies, guys, it's not like PSA, just because they're charging this premium price, seems to be the best above and beyond grading company out there. Unfortunately, it sounds like all of these guys, PSA, SGC, everybody is going to be making a few mistakes along the way, because when you're getting caught missing trimmed cards, that's bad for business, guys. Now, like I've talked about PSA's reputation before, they have long-standing time in the community, so maybe a few people will give them a bit more leeway than a company like SGC or like HGA, unfortunately. But of course, yeah, the big story, obviously, then the football release is getting pushed back again. Will Ray says Panini doesn't care, they just want your money. Not even a joke. That is pretty much 100% true. I would say that Panini is obviously going for that money grab, and I've asked this the last few weeks in chat, guys. Is there anybody on Panini's corporate side or anybody that's come out, done an interview that's answered some hard questions, not just talking about like the positive things, you know, that they got kid crates going on and they got other things out there to try and keep the hobby sustainable for kids? Like, no, I'm talking about, like, has anybody asked them, or has anybody come out and spoken about the print runs increasing in the last 12 months for premium releases? Not just things like Elite, not just things like Phoenix Football, which I would actually think, after seeing everybody ripping the 2021 hobby boxes, is a premium release now. It's kind of moved its way up that upper echelon, in my opinion, and up the tier of releases from mid-tier to premium release with that H2 box for Phoenix Football. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, guys, you gotta say something if you're Panini, but you're not saying anything, and it's super frustrating. FMR and Box Rip says, how can they possibly push these out so far? At this rate, training camp will open by the time we get 2021 rookie quarterbacks in the better brands. You know, FMR, it's a great question, but it goes to what somebody else said earlier. They don't care. They just want money. They really don't care. I understand that they've had printing delays and things have been pushed back, and then one delay has kind of caused a little bit of another delay, and it's been a bit of a snowball effect. But we've been open now. The economy's been open now for months, like 2-3 months. And if anything, other parts of the world, which I know that we're talking about supply delays and costs increasing because, guys, everything's more expensive. Pretty much everything gets hauled in a semi at some point. Gas is way through the roof right now price-wise, so you're paying more for everything. It's affecting even the cards that you buy. But I don't know. I don't know if it's supply issues for the paper. I've heard something about that, along with just general staffing issues and kind of the things that everybody's been talking about companies dealing with during COVID. But yeah, we could talk about that forever. But wow, guys, Prism Football pushed back again. Was originally due May 11th. Now they're saying Select Football is going to come out before Prism. Optic pushed back also as well. We were looking at Optic Football confidently a month ago. People were telling me Optic's not canceled, and I still don't believe it is. I think it will be there, but wow, guys, getting pushed back one more time. And the proof that Optic wasn't canceled was because somebody had it that owns a local card shop or has distribution. It was on their order sheet coming up in the next like 2-3 months. So they're not leaving Optic out there. They're not just totally canceling that. So it is still happening as we are 10 minutes into the hot zone, guys. 10 minutes into the hot zone here on Schulte's Card Pulls. No sports card restock on Target.com as of yet. We can talk about what's coming up on the sports card release calendar, guys. You know, we're talking Bowman Baseball this week, baby. We've already seen some retail, but hobby boxes coming out tomorrow. 2022 Bowman Baseball. It's Bowman week, baby. And that means, guys, not only I know that Prism got pushed off a bit, and we're waiting basically now on Select as the next premium retail, but Bowman Mega Boxes are going to be coming out soon, and those usually are Target exclusives, if I am not mistaken. They're going to be Target exclusives again. So Bowman Mega Boxes, as well as, like I said, some Select football coming up here in the next week or two. One of my favorite releases of the year, which doesn't have any retail, but keep your eye out, guys. It's more of an expensive hobby product. But Topps Tribute Baseball, excited to see Topps Tribute coming out. That is on 5/11. Same date as Select Football. And I should mention that if y'all are baseball fans for Panini, I know that Diamond Kings baseball isn't necessarily something that people gets people going or ruffles people's skirts, but that is coming out as well. And then 2022 Select Baseball coming out on 5/18. So we're going to have some more Panini baseball retail coming up soon. But be watching, guys. Be watching for that Select Football retail and the Bowman Mega Boxes for 2022. Those are going to be huge. Dalton says Bowman has been amazing. I am so excited, guys. I am finally starting to get a place set up where I can shoot videos and shoot rips again. So I'm so excited to open some Bowman on the channel. It's one of my favorite releases. I do apologize. I haven't had any recorded content coming out in the last week or two. And I do have a couple videos in the tank. Very, very generous box sent to me from a guy that put these together on, it's like an eBay mystery box, but it's really, really cool, guys. It's essentially a combo of all kinds of classic and current day baseball cards, and he sells them on eBay. And I've got one of those that I open and have to edit that video, so I just haven't had a chance to yet. We got that coming. And then of course, I'm going to be opening a Bowman hobby box, some Bowman retail, and probably some Fanatics mosaic, just looking for those specific parallels. In fact, once again, guys, anybody, I would love to get my hands on a mosaic football mega box from Fanatics. If y'all wanted to sell me one of those, shoot me a DM in Discord or whatever. I'll even pay a little bit over retail at this point. I would like to get it for retail, but obviously with that being only a drop product, kind of a raffle, kind of just accepting, okay, I probably have to pay a little over retail, so that's fine. Dalton says unlicensed junk. I don't know, Dalton. I was having some fun, and this is kind of what I wanted to bring up too, guys, talking about the sustainability of the hobby and prices and how much y'all are paying. I understand that unlicensed junk isn't as fun, but if you look at the, for instance, Optic baseball or Mosaic baseball for 2021 and 2022, the designs, even without the logos, are still super cool. You got all kinds of super short print parallels to chase. And you still could pull a Wander Franco, Ken Griffey Jr., a Mike Trout. You get there. I know that the list is watered down, but you got a lot of names on those lower cost baseball hobby box lists, for Donruss Optic or for Mosaic Baseball. So I'm kind of starting to I've been looking a little bit more at, no logo, unlicensed baseball products from Panini, and thinking, maybe I should just, instead of buying a couple of Topps retail boxes every single time I see them in store, maybe save $100 of that money and put it towards an unlicensed Panini product. Because I must say, guys, yeah, those parallels, just some of the names that you can pull if you get a super short print, they're rare looking, they're sweet looking, they're fun, and there are a lot better chance, it seems, to get a hot box or super short print parallels and rare, case hits out of a product like Optic Baseball or Mosaic Baseball. Absolutely can't get enough of it now. So I don't know, guys. I might be turning to the dark side a little bit and enjoying, just because of the price point, enjoying that unlicensed baseball product. That might be starting to happen here on Schultz's card pulls. Just in time says Panini baseball equals trash. Thomas Anderson asking if anything has dropped yet. Unfortunately, we have not seen any movement on the monitors yet, so no new sports cards dropping right now on Target.com. Nothing popping up on the Discord monitors or on the Target tracker here, as you see on Schultz's card pulls, guys, on your screen. There is still some stuff in stock if you wanted to grab it. I would not grab the Baseball Chase, the 2022 Baseball World's Greatest Chase trading card blaster box, guys. Do not grab those. Those are a waste. Whoever puts those together, I'm not sure who they are, but they're absolute scam artists. Those guys or the dudes at that company can go bleep themselves. They're absolutely ridiculous. The 1 or 2 slabs that they put in probably 20 to 50,000 boxes of these baseball card packs, which are mostly just filled with junk wax that you can get for essentially a penny. And then they put 8 packs of those in there, and, they throw in one of those, hit cards, like I said, one in basically every probably 10 to 20,000. And this is I don't know how often they make these hits, but it's frustrating, you guys, because none of these companies besides Topps post these hit rates on their packs. So, and one of these like repacks and something that you can find on eBay that actually has odds posted of what the repack hits are, as opposed to something like the greatest baseball card chase. No, stay away from that, guys. That's a $20 waste. But you got Contenders football hangers in stock. Big League Baseball blasters, stay away from those as well. I would highly recommend that you do not burn yo cash up by grabbing those the Big League Baseball blasters. They are a waste. Like, opening day baseball is a better purchase than those Big League Baseball blasters, I'm telling you. You still got Heritage Baseball Megas in stock. Not the Walmart version, though, obviously. These are the Target version that have the red paralleled cards. The blue chrome parallel is what people are looking for at a Heritage, though. So that's the highly sought after mega box, at least from Walmart. You got Heritage Blasters as well. OTE still in stock. And then Leaf Pro Set, as well as some Top Series 1 mega boxes and blaster boxes. David Saul is not a baseball guy, but my Walmart had a good 30 boxes of Bowman, and it just sat there for 3 days. Wow. Bowman sitting there for 3 days? That's a little crazy to me. I'm not surprised. The printing has been pretty insane, but goodness gracious, you guys. I know Topps has been running the printers too, but wow. Wow. Walmart blasters are more expensive than Target. Yes, by like $5 to $7. Sorry, guys. A lot of dust in this room. Oh, my goodness. That is one thing when you're unpacking and dealing with all of the dust that basically has been sitting in the boxes in your house for the past like 5 to 7 years. It's kind of been happening pretty much every room I walk into. I want to sneeze, so I apologize, guys. Eyes watering a little bit, but yeah, no restock as of yet from Target.com. Nothing loading on the back end on Target.com. Dan Choi says, Schultz, you want to buy some 2021 Prism baseball or first off the line? If it's Prism, probably not. If you had Mosaic, dude, I'd be all over that. I am a huge Mosaic fan. I love those super short prints that you can pull out of Mosaic. And we will, guys, Panini paying Schulte, Austin Cole. No, Austin, I am not getting a dime from Panini to say that. I'm saying that the release price points for some of these cards, guys, are just way too high, and retail's going up as well. So if you're looking at like a chance at a good auto or some kind of super crazy short print, even without the logos, I would highly recommend you at least give like a Mosaic Baseball hobby box a go. I would just say give it a shot. Mahomes 86 says, even the flippers have stopped buying cards around me. You know, Mahomes, the flippers have not stopped buying cards around me. I'll tell you what, every single store is cleared out of the premium stuff as soon as it hits. Mosaic football, gone. Mosaic basketball, gone. Anything like that that hits the shelves near me is gone immediately still. So I'm sure that there are a couple of areas around the country, guys, where some of this stuff is maybe lightening up and some of those flippers are either actually getting lives or trying to find other stuff to do or other stuff to flip. But I'll tell you what, it is still like hotcakes near me. That has not happened as of yet. Dalton Knight says, Walmart was $31.98, talking about the Bowman blaster boxes, guys. Yeah, 2022 Bowman blasters on Target.com, I believe, were $29.99, and on Walmart were $31.98. $2 difference. I would say if you can just grab a couple that are in stock online and have them sent right to you, pretty nice deal there. So $2, a little bit more there on the Walmart blasters. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. I'd pay that for sure. Scooby-Doo asking, who are the best Heritage rookie cards in terms of performance? Wander Franco and Tyler McGill. Rest of rookies haven't done much yet, Scooby. I would say that in terms of straight-up performance, Wander and McGill are probably some of the top guys that you're looking for. I know, like, Vital Brujan for the Rays is still one of the chase names out there, so make sure you keep your eyes out for him. A couple of Rays are really the guys that you're looking for. But, yeah, Wander has been playing so well and doing super well behind the plate, or not behind the plate, at the plate, excuse me, guys. But, yeah, Wander Franco going to be Him and Julio Rodriguez this year are going to be the top guys. It's frustrating to see Julio not make it into a set like Heritage with a rookie card this year. So we'll see a Heritage update coming up later on in 2022. That's going to contain Julio Rodriguez's rookie card. He'll most likely make Topps Chrome. And at this point, since he's the starting center fielder opening day, I would hope that he's going to make Series 2. If not, obviously, he'll make Update Series for Topps. But Julio Rodriguez and Wander Franco, guys. But Heritage obviously doesn't have him. So, yeah, Tyler McGill, one of the best rookie cards as well. Probably the only other top rookie card. Triple H Breaks says Target 5% off with that red card also, guys. Yeah, absolutely 5% off with that red card. Up North Collectors says, has Target ever dropped Bowman this year? I thought they did, but I could just be making that up. But I thought that they maybe had like a flash drop of Bowman last week along with Walmart, but I could be totally nuts, guys, and just like saying that happened and actually didn't. So I apologize. But yeah, the Blasters $31.98 at Walmart are the way to go. And obviously seems like Walmart is the easiest way to get your hands on a 2022 Bowman Blaster right now. But like I said, 2022 Bowman Mega Box is coming out soon. 2022 Bowman Megas hitting the shelves. I saw somebody mention O'Neal Cruz in the chat. Yes, absolutely. O'Neal Cruz, production-wise, doing okay. Actually, I think he's doing quite well. When will WNBA cards from 2022 release? I'm saying WW like WWE. I apologize. I apologize. Total misspeak there. Obviously, Bobby Witt Jr., I don't think he's in Heritage, but he's going to be one of the top performers for rookie cards this year because he already playing a mean third base for the Kansas City Royals. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, Godzilla Sports, dude, a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much, man. Says #1 fan. Godzilla, I appreciate you, man. We're having fun this morning, dude. Shooting me through the heart when you guys do those super chats. Thank you so much. Godzilla, man, I appreciate you, brother. Seriously, give me the tingles. Give me goosebumps every time you guys send me those super chats. I really appreciate you. Dan Choi says, Julio crushed his first homer 450 feet. Yeah, he is only 21 years old. He's already getting his batting average right and leading the league in stolen bases. Julio Rodriguez is going to be something special. And if you can't get your hands on his rookie card, you are probably going to be sorry. I know that there's going to be a lot of them printed because Topps and Panini have been running those printers, worrying it for nights on end. But I would say that even a hollow refractor parallel or something, if you could afford a couple of $100 into a Julio Rodriguez parallel that you could send off to PSA and grade yourself, I would highly recommend that everybody, if you don't pull one because everybody's not going to pull one, that you at least buy one, if not two. 2022 Bowman Mega Box, asking great one. What's in a 2022 Bowman Mega Box? And answering the question below him says Scott Tolliver's special Mojo Parallels. Yeah, guys, the Mojo Refractor Parallels, some of my favorite, all-time favorite cards. The best box of all time, in my opinion. One of the boxes that was available on the shelves when I first got back into the hobby. 2020 Bowman Mega Boxes. Those Jason Dominguez, those Anthony Volpe, those Bobby Witt Jr. first Bowman Chromes. Oh my goodness, those are highly sought after boxes. I think running about $150 per box. Go check out one of my earliest videos. I pulled an Anthony Volpe Mojo Refractor out of 25 autograph. That's I think that card just sold for like $3 to $5 grand, something like that. And I sold it already, so that was my $5,000 mistake, I guess. I could make a video about that. My $5,000 mistake. Just nice job, Jordan. You gave up on Volpe too early, and yeah, you cashed out when you had some liquid. Sure, good job, dude. You were able to get what? Like, I sold it for about $600, and I thought that was a really, really good guarantee at that time, but unfortunately not so much. Losing out a ton as Anthony Volpe continues to move up the prospect rankings, and as people compare him to Mike Trout, my sell-off looks like such a bonehead move. All right, guys, 4:25 Pacific time. Not seeing any sports card restock happening as of yet on Target.com. No new items popping up on the back end. Nothing happening on the website as of yet or the Target tracker, but I'll let you all know as soon as I see something. Did you ever get your Genesis back, says Jar Jar? I did. Got my Jenny back. I got my Anthony Edwards NBA debut Genesis back. Excited. I have not looked at it yet. There's an email stating what the grade is. Obviously, I did not want to open that, so I didn't open that up yet. And I've just got it in a package. I'm going to do that reveal video soon. So excited. My Anthony Edwards NBA debut Genesis going to be revealed along with y'all. I am going to be watching exactly what the grade is for the first time as I open it on camera. Hoping it's a 10 because raw, those NBA debut Genesises for Edwards are selling like $400 to $600, and that's pretty much what the price point for like a PSA 9 is. But a PSA 10 looking at, you know, closer to a cool grand, $1,200. Hell yeah. So crossing my fingers. People asking if Contenders Megas have been received yet by others in the live stream. I have not received, and sorry guys, gosh, the focus this morning is just not working out for me very well. I have not received my, as it looks like I'm like in like a spaceship because of all this hollow stuff. It's pretty crazy. I have not received my Contenders Megas yet. There we go, guys. Sorry, doing the hand thing. That's how you get it back in focus. But I think like 2 days away. I think my Contenders Megas are 2 days away from showing up. Eric K says, do it now. No, I gotta save that for a video, brother. Oh, Dragonbeard Z, a $4.99 super chat. Dude, thank you so much, man. Says, I'm a small TikTok breaker. Just wanted to say thank you for how much you've helped me get product. You're so welcome, Dragonbeard Z. I love your screen name, by the way, dude. Thank you so much, man. Happy that you're having some success breaking on TikTok, and thank you so much, brother. $4.99 super chat. Seriously, you guys, giving me the tingles every time I get that super chat. Give me those goosebumps. I really appreciate it. Kyle R says, I love the Mega Mojo packs. Pulled a Nick Gonzalez 1-of-1 Black Mojo last year. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, those Mega Mojo packs, oh, a 1-of-1. Congratulations. Those Mega Mojo packs are just loaded, guys. Mojo Refractors is some of my favorite Mojo parallels out there, and if not any kind of parallel at all. The Mojo Refractors are beautiful. Brian J says, Schulte, do you have a problem with hobby shops selling retail at marked up prices, i.e. supporting scalpers? Yes, Brian. If it's current year retail, yes, I have a massive problem with that. I don't think that local card shops or hobby shops or anybody that has like the distribution, which is just a freaking golden goose to make money. It's essentially a license for you in the hobby to be making, you know, 100, 200, 300 bucks per box, depending on what the release is. The more premium stuff obviously garnering more profit for y'all, but anybody that has those connections, and it's not like that for everybody, and with prices kind of dropping a bit, obviously the idea of printing money in the hobby is kind of going away, which it should. It's ridiculous. There shouldn't be this like special section of people that are just able to make a ton of money, and then we're all just hoping to get our hands on packs here down at the way low bottom. It's ridiculous. But I do have a problem with shops selling current year retail. So if it's, you know, we're in 2022 now, obviously the latest 2021, if like 2021 select football retail is sitting on your local card shop shelf for anything above like $5 more than retail price, that guy should have his license revoked to sell any kind of hobby product, in my opinion. You should not get to double dip. You should not, in my opinion, be allowed to have that hobby license and sell retail at marked up prices of current year. Now, if we're talking like 2020 Prism football, for instance, from last year, obviously impossible to get our hands on. It just nuts. No way. That's not happening anymore. We're not going to find that retail price. So, of course, that's what local card shops are for, to see those, you know, previously released products that we all really, really want, even if they are retail, but they're not able to be found on the shelves anywhere at all anymore. That's when it's okay to sell those. You know, there's got to be like a certain date, in my opinion, that it's like, you know, kind of like an exclusivity date. Like they can only be on the Target or Walmart shelves, or however Fanatics is going to do it going forward. We're only going to sell retail, you know, through this method at these stores or through this portal until this date for this price. And after that, then you can put it on your store shelves for whatever the hell you want. So that's my opinion. That's kind of how I think it should shake down as far as hobby shops and local card shops go in the hobby business. But it is kind of it's pretty messed up, guys, because you can't really get allocations right now if you're a new shop. I mean, basically, trying to open up a new shop and get allocations is suicide because, A, allocations are going away in the current form that they're in. We don't really know what Fanatics is going to do yet. And then, B, even if you are, throwing a successful storefront out there, you're probably not going to get any allocations. Panini and Topps have given away almost none. It's really hard to get your hands on some decent wholesale pricing. Michaels has got nearly 2 full boxes of HRO this weekend. Nice. Landos is getting my contenders mega tomorrow. There we go. Who dat dog at you? Says DeAndre Hopkins was suspended. Yes. Looks like DeAndre Hopkins violated the steroid policy in the NFL. Or drug policy. I didn't see what it was. And Robinson Cano, speaking of steroids, guys, no Cano, don't you know, because Robinson Cano designated for assignment by the New York Mets. And it's funny to hear Brodie Van Wagenen, who was the Mets general manager a couple of years ago, talking about how Cano, and this is now his agent again, can be a productive player on another team. Well, then why the hell is he hitting a $135 with a home run for the New York Mets? What are you talking? What the hell are you talking about? How can he be more productive somewhere else? There's a DH all over the majors now. That doesn't matter anymore. Anyways, guys, 5 on 8 breaks asking if there's anything on the tracker. Gosh, I just keep moving around and screwing up the focus. I apologize. Nothing on the tracker yet, you guys. Nothing on the tracker. FA says, waking up, do work. Hey, do you have kids? No, I do not have kids right now. Hoping, though, my wife and I are trying to start a family, so hoping to have some kids here soon, but unfortunately, no, not right now, not yet. Jeremy says, got my contenders mangas on Friday. Here we go. What's going on, Tommy's Breaks? How are you, brother? Good morning to you. Good morning to you, guys. Check out Tommy's Breaks if you want to catch some sweet baseball breaks and some sweet baseball box rips here on YouTube. Council Rogers says, bro cards are still stocking at some stores. Dan Neilio says, my local LCS in New Jersey sells current retail for approximately double the retail price. I cringed when I see people paying those prices. Yes, Dan, that sucks. And that is exactly why I started doing this live stream, because I had run into too many moms that, and not just moms, but dudes, people buying boxes for their kids, dads as well, but a lot of moms that did not know, what the retail prices of like Prism 2020. And at the time it was Hoops Premium. And that, even though it was vastly overprinted when it first came out because the card craze was so nuts, it was going for like a 4 or 5 times retail price, Hoops Premium. I mean, that's nuts to think about because you can almost get your hands on that for just about retail now. It's pretty crazy a year later, but people were paying over $100 per blaster for that kind of stuff. And it's up to the good people in the hobby to educate the others that are coming in that are newbies and want to keep them in and want them to stay and not just get thrown off by all these super high prices and the price of admission just being ridiculous and sticker shock like that. So it's up to us, guys, to educate these people. And it's up to, I'm like, you know what? I got a little bit of a platform, so I will try to use it to educate people on where to get sports cards for retail, when, and how. Card Collector Carter says, anything yet? Are we there yet? That's what it sounds like right now. People, our kids in the chat asking, are we there yet? Unfortunately, no, we have not seen anything happening on the restock end on Target.com, but I, like I said, I will let you all know as soon as I see something. As soon as I see something dropping. Brett says, have you talked about longevity boxes being sold for $150? See, that is because the longevity I kind of understand. Because those are so tough. The longevity rookies and stars boxes, guys, are so tough to get your hands on. And they basically, Panini did some dynamic market pricing and priced them at the secondary market price, knowing that they're probably going to go out of stock pretty quickly. So it's a lot safer of a bet, even if you're buying it at like a resale secondary market price, from Panini, if it's, getting shipped right from Panini's warehouse as opposed to like somebody on eBay or StockX. I trust eBay. And this is a crazy statement. I trust buyers on eBay and sellers on eBay a lot more than I do on StockX. But I've seemed to have a lot better luck and better hit rates with boxes from eBay. But Sorry, guys. I think I heard the cat and making sure. I thought the door was like starting to open. That was weird. So it distracted me for a little bit. Yeah, but anyways. Just a different world we're living in as far as sports card releases right now, guys. Screw scalpers, says Mansa Chill. Do you think we're going to see a restock, says Chase Bedeau Sports Cards? I'm really not sure. I mean, theoretically, since we've been seeing them every other week, you would probably assume it's going to be next Tuesday, but Target is going to switch it up at some point, so we got to be ready. We got to make sure that we're here hanging out, trying to stay alert and, you know, hope that we can just get that score on an off day that people weren't necessarily planning for a sports card restock on Target.com. Oh, Beast in the Beauty Breaks, dude. A $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. So Schultze, good morning. My mega box of contenders is due here May 6th. Also think Sapphire might drop today. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, keep your eyes out for that, guys. And of course, I'll be back live talking about this tomorrow morning if we don't have a restock today. Hoping for a Target.com restock this week. But we also have the Walmart.com restock, which the last 3 weeks or so, which is every Wednesday, noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time, has been pretty terrible. And by pretty terrible, I mean just awful. Like, almost impossible to get your hands on some of those sports cards from Walmart.com, unless it's like Don Russ basketball, pretty much. Michael says, how's the new place? The new place is kind of a work in progress. We just, it's Tuesday, May 3rd. We just got all of our stuff in on Saturday. So I threw together, last week I was kind of in a little bit of a different setup. It was just kind of a bunch of stuff thrown around this room and went on live for the Target.com restock. And then today had managed to set the studio up a little bit more into what I would like to have it going forward. Excited to get a nice desk and everything. It's going to look great behind me, and I'm excited to reveal that. But hopefully here in a couple of weeks as I get that done. Just apologize, guys. Just been a very, very slow process, but the move is going well, just slow. And Matthew K asking, how are the cats adjusting to the move? Quite well. They love the new house. They love it. They love the new house. They love all the space they get to run around and play with their toys. And like Evie in particular just loves the big staircase that we've got. And it's got like a corner and a turn now. So it's kind of like what the full house like staircase would look like. There's kind of a stop and an extra stairway. So she just gets to run up and down with that extra space and play. They just love it. They just love it, man. They just love it. Tupac Lives asking if anything is backloaded. Unfortunately, nothing happening as far as a restock goes on Target.com as of yet. I will let you all know if that changes. Let you know if I see something on the monitors, but not right now, guys. Nothing popping up at the moment, unfortunately. Pull Monster says NFL Prism delayed until June. Yeah, and guys, I would mention that speaking of Prism for 2020 and 2021, you know, we had, or just the entire football class in general coming up for 2022. We had the NFL draft last week and one first-round quarterback taken. Kyle Pitts going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I think that this is bad for football cards in general going forward because the lack of respect that is paid to anybody besides a quarterback in the NFL right now for rookie classes is absolutely ridiculous. So we're essentially searching, you know, for 2020. It's like 5 players or bust. Same with 2021 football. Even Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, those higher skill rookie positions, you know, wide receivers, running backs that we're pretty high on as fans, those don't even get that much love. And I mean, if you're a defensive player, forget about it. Did you guys see how many players were offensive players drafted in the NFL draft just in the first round? I mean, there were a lot more defensive guys taken overall, but the market has to adjust and support and love and seek after these defensive guys a little bit more because there were less than guys. It was less than a quarter of the first round was skill players or quarterbacks. Every other draft pick at the first round of the NFL draft was either an offensive lineman or a defensive player. So y'all have to put your money into other cards. You have to be willing to. The market in general has to be willing to do that Otherwise, it's going to die. Sports cards are going to die. Nobody wants to chase 2 players every year. It's much better when we're trying to seek after a few. And then maybe Panini and Topps don't have to print a bleep ton extra of cards if the market is actually maybe responding in kind and treating some of these guys that are awesome and that are super great talents like they should, and maybe giving them not thousands of dollars of value for an auto like a LaMelo Ball or an Anthony Edwards, but, maybe instead of having like a couple of $50 rookie cards and then, 4 $10 rookie cards, you got a couple of $50 rookie cards, a couple $30 or $40 rookie cards, and you got some tiers, because the market is just all or nothing right now, and it's hurting us. It's hurting sports card collectors. It's hurting the hobby in general. I'm telling you guys, 6 wide receivers and 1 quarterback in round 1, says Brian Peak. Less than a quarter of the total players taken were skill players or quarterbacks. That is it. That is it. Every single other person, an offensive lineman in the draft or a defensive player. I'm telling you guys, going forward for the hobby, that is bad if we value cards from football and hits from football players like we do right now. It is not going to be a good thing for us, I promise you. Raymond says the NFL 2020 quarterback class is lightning. I don't disagree with you, Raymond, but that's kind of the problem. We've got to get over this, like, oh, when's the next big quarterback class? Guys, there's only 32 teams in the NFL. You can't have a massive quarterback class every single year filled with guys ready to go change franchises, trajectories, and take over. That is, ideally, these are hard positions to get, and every team in the NFL, and trust me, this never happens, but every team would want one guy playing for, 10 to 20 years at that quarterback position if they can find them. So how often are we going to have a 2020 rookie lightning quarterback class followed up with another class like in 2021 with a ton of other big names that we've been watching on ESPN for the last 6 years, guys? It's not going to be that flush year upon year upon year. We have to do better as collectors in totality, valuing some of these other guys, these skill positions, even the guys on defense, guys. Kayvon Thibodeau expected to go first, went 5th. Guess who went first in the draft? A defensive end, an edge, basically, an edge rusher, edge player. And the market doesn't give an S about edge players at all. So that's something that we got to pay attention to, guys. That's the NFL draft here in 2022 really made me kind of stop and take a pause and kind of look and see, like, oh, where is the market of cards going? Because we as a market right now do not value any of these offensive guys. We just don't. Or any of these non-quarterback offensive guys or defensive guys, excuse me. We just don't. Don Yeast is big-time collectors moving money into basketball. Yeah, basketball, guys, because the sustained rookie classes, with Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, both Jalen's from this rookie class in 2021, 2022. You got Josh Giddey, all kinds of different names. And honestly, more flush, in my opinion, than the 2020, 2021 rookie class. But LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, just because of the value of those guys and the parallels and how the cards were printed during that time, are still going to hold some special value that I just don't think the 2021-22 rookie class is going to be able to sustain long-term wise. There might be I don't know, there could be 5 big hitters out of that, and I could be proven wrong, and I hope I am, because that would mean that all of our investments blow up that way. But guys, we got to be better. I got to be better too. I'm not just saying hey, I'm super smart and y'all need to know this and treat cards better. I need to value the market better as well as a whole. We need to be smarter about who we buy. We need to be smarter about who we're into, because there isn't always going to be a great quarterback there for sure. Dunk Cards says, sup guys, I'm 1 hour late for work and Schultz's live. LOL. What's going on, Dunk Cards? Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. We're just talking hobby news. We're talking about sports news in general. Of course, MLB baseball in full swing, but everybody talking about the NBA playoffs as well. The NFL draft, as we were just talking about, happened last week. And as I mentioned, Dunk, a crazy number. Less than a quarter of the players taken in the first round of the 2022 NFL draft were offensive skill players or quarterbacks. You're talking 7 total. Everyone else was an offensive lineman or defensive player. So the market in general has to do better at valuing players as a whole, because otherwise the hobby and football cards in general will die, and we will all be looking at, 2020 football cards for the rest of our lives going, I wish I bought another Prism Blaster when I had the chance back in 2020. That Justin Herbert or that Joe Burrow rookie card, oh, that could have been my retirement. Like, oh, my goodness. Yeah, so so that doesn't end up happening to every single one of us, guys. We've got to make sure that we give some value to those defensive edge guys. So some of those cornerbacks leading, the league in interceptions year to year. Like, why isn't, back, y'all remember Revis Island? Why is it a Darrelle Revis card? He probably going to be in the Hall of Fame at some point for the NFL. Why isn't that card, selling for like crazy amounts in a PSA 10? It should be. But defensive guys just traditionally aren't as valued as quarterbacks and wide receivers and running backs, but most of all, and specifically quarterbacks. It's pretty nuts. All right, guys, 4 minutes left in the hot zone. Unfortunately, not seeing any new items popping up on Target.com as of yet. I do apologize. I will let you know if I see something popping up, but no movement right now. And do me a favor, guys, please. I haven't really actually mentioned it once this morning, but if y'all could smash that like button in mass right now, I'd really, really, really appreciate that. It would help me a ton. Helps me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Helps the kid channel keep going. Helps YouTube send it out there to a ton more people. So please, guys, smash that like button. It does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Yeah, literally the first or second time I mentioned that this morning. I've just been yakking for an hour. No mention of the like button or any promotion, guys. And I will have breaks coming back here shortly. I forgot and didn't realize. When I said last Sunday that breaks would be coming in 2 weeks, I didn't realize that this Sunday was Mother's Day. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I feel like too much of a degenerate running breaks on Mother's Day. I want to be there for my mom. I want to take her out. I want to have some fun, give her the full day of treatment because she is amazing. She put up with my dumb A and taught me, how to go about and be a man in this world. So I love my mama. And I'm going to make sure that I take care of her. So we will be doing breaks, guys, but it's not going to be on the 8th. I did not realize that was Mother's Day. And I want to encourage you guys, if you don't live near your moms, make sure you send them something special. If you can't afford to send them something special, do something special for them. Make sure they know that you love them because they deserve it. They deserve it. And if your moms aren't around, then make sure that everybody knows a special mother in their life. Make sure that you bestow upon them all of the blessings and love that they deserve for putting up with our card collecting asses. All right? That's what Mother's Day should be for, guys, not breaking. Godzilla Sports Card says, in mass likes. I appreciate that. Yes, please, guys. Please do. Really does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee, and YouTube will just be like, oh my goodness, people love this live stream. We're going to get it out to a bunch more. I appreciate it. Duck says, we need more Old Man Schultze. Bill Berg says, Old Man Schultze voice is money. Feel like it's a mix of like just cranky old man get off my lawn and that dog from, I can't remember his name, but he kind of talks like this from the Looney Tunes. But it's like, get the hell off my lawn. That's Old Man Schultze. Stephen Quinn says, get off my lawn, Schultze. Exactly, guys. Paul Tuttle 420 says, done. Thank you, man. Appreciate you hitting that like button. Robert Copeland says, you mean like those 2018 to 19 Panini retail boxes that sold for about $80 and at some point went for $3,000 each? Yes, Robert. Yes, I'm talking about boxes like that. Wow. And the people that made the profit on those boxes, congratulations, because, yeah, you hit some pay dirt. You were able to pay off some debt, grab a house, grab a car, or just have some fun and go blow all that money. But congratulations. Congratulations on those massive profits. Tommy Rodriguez says, have a cool day, Schultze. I appreciate it, Tommy. You have a cool day as well, man. The Hot Zone, guys, officially expiring here on Schultze's card. Pulls 4:50 Pacific time, 7:50 East Coast time, 6:50 Central, 5:50 Mountain. I'll be around for about 24 minutes, guys. I apologize. No Target.com restock officially this morning. No Target.com restock officially. But, yeah, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, hoping for that restock, and we'll be back bright and early, hoping for that restock next week. We don't find one this week. Ryan Hintz asking, did the NFL Prism release get pushed back again? Yes, it did, Ryan. Prism getting pushed back to essentially what was the Optic release date, which was around like 6/2 or 6/3. We're looking at Select Football coming out May 11th. So in 8 days, guys, the next premium football release finally coming our way, but it's not Prism. We've been talking about Prism coming our way in late April, early May for the past 5 months. Literally going back to January. We've been looking forward to 2021 Prism in May. Actually, April, really, and they pushed it back to June. So, yes, unfortunately, Prism football pushed back again. Tyler Young says, like. Wacky Inflatable Arm Flailing 2 Man. Wacky Inflatable Arm Flailing 2 Man. Like. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys very much. Siski Whiskey says, Schultzy, good morning. Did I miss you saying Prism football is delayed again? Yeah, man. It's a rough one. It's a rough bit of news, guys. I was shocked as well. I honestly, the chat educated me on that one. I appreciate it. And I, because I've been moving the last week and a half, just crazy out of the loop, and honestly surprised that they pushed Prism football off again. That really does surprise me, and that is super frustrating. Super frustrating. Alfredo says, is Optic coming out? Yes, absolutely. Optic is coming out, Alfredo. Just don't know when. Just don't know when. Ryan McArdell says, or McArdell, excuse me. Ryan McArdell says, hey, Schultzy, can my buddy Quality Sports Breakers get a shout out? Great stuff. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, go check out Quality Sports Breakers. Yeah. Where they break it on YouTube, on Insta, on Twitch, on TikTok, where they breaking. I've been thinking, guys, and this is probably going to start here soon, maybe in the next week or two. Probably going to start doing like a simulcast on YouTube and start like doing like a Twitch live stream as well for these morning live streams. So hoping to grow the community that way as well, kind of bring in some other platforms, maybe do like an Instagram or a Facebook live stream as well. I think that the community could grow through those other platforms, and the channel and Schultzy's card pulls in general could kind of get a lot bigger if we brought in some of those other platforms. So excited to bring in Twitch and other things like that, guys. Probably here in a couple of weeks. Paycheck says target drop after this stream. Yeah, that's funny. You're talking like when when Prism WWE dropped like 20 minutes after I went off the live like a month ago. Yeah, that was fun. Hopefully that never happens again. But Target.com pulling a fast one sometimes. That's just the way that it goes. All right, guys, 4:53 Pacific time. Unfortunately, no restock happening this morning. But like I said, guys, we'll be on for about another 20 minutes or so. Hit that like button. Helps me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. And Pack Attack, if you're still in here, as well as all the others that bought into the last break, guys. I apologize. The shipping delay on my end. I know it's been like a week since I sent stuff, or since I did the break before I'm sending stuff out. I've got about half of the breaks packaged from the last breaks, 24 through 26 on Schultzy's card pulls. So should be packaging up the final half of those, like probably the rest of today or tomorrow, and getting them out in the mail. So they are coming your way soon, guys. I apologize. Just a crazy move. I mean, you should see behind this green screen, it is still pretty much chaos. I am hiding a lot of boxes and just a lot. It's like an explosion in my room. I wish that this looked as clean as it did in my old room behind me right now. Oh my goodness, I wish it did. Southside Collections says, I thought Mother's Day was next weekend. It is the 8th this year. It is the 8th. Yeah, Mother's Day a little early this year. It is the 8th. Tommy's Break says, I'm going to be making a steak dinner for my mom. That's awesome, Tommy. Heck yeah, man. That's really cool. MVP Cardinals says, morning, Schultzy. How are you, MVP? Good to see you, brother. I saw somebody earlier said NFTs are going to be like Beanie Babies at some point. I don't think all NFTs are going to be like Beanie Babies, but the ones that are like the super weird paintings that, you know, you could just throw together, or like a picture that looks like it's drawn by like a 7-year-old. I don't think those are going to be very valuable for the long term. And I think anybody that bought those like at $100,000 clip, if you can get out of those, I would. I don't think that those are going to last. That's just my opinion. But there will be some NFTs. I just don't know which. There will be some NFTs that hold value, but there is no reason for those kinds of random drawn just NFTs crapped out of the, out of somebody's random, idea train at one point when they were like thinking up something to like start a business the next night. I don't think that that's going to be a long-term thing at all. Yeah, unfortunately, no restock as of yet. Scott O says, breakers have to stop paying these crazy hobby prices. Yeah, breakers, for me, and I'm assuming, for like a Run Good Life, I know he has to spend a certain amount of money through a distributor to get just like a very, very low hobby. Like he gets like one hobby box like per release at wholesale cost for spending a ton of money, thousands of dollars every month on products. And a guy like Hitman Rips that has, the audience sustainable to keep doing a ton of those breaks every night. Paying those prices, is a little bit easier, but it's also really, it sucks because, it would be fun to get stuff at wholesale price, so we could offer it at a lower price. But like I know for a fact, Run Good Life, Hitman Rips, myself, Shy City Pulls, running these breaks, getting them at the cost that we do, we offer the breaks at the lowest cost that we can. And I know that some people are like, oh, some of these breakers are charging ridiculous amounts of money. Well, not everybody's Leighton sports cards or Blez getting them at wholesale cost. And along with that, just being able to throw their weight around and grab a ton of retail boxes. At the time, guys, when retail boxes were essentially gold, like Prism Football 2020 and Select 2020 that we've been talking about. So really hard for everybody else to do that. Guys like me, I got to pay resale cost for my boxes, and I appreciate all you that do buy into the breaks, and we pull some fire for you. And what that does, breaks essentially, it kind of mitigates the cost for a lot of people trying to get access to a box or a few boxes, and gives you a chance at like a hit, or in cases like me or RGL or Hitman, they run bounties, I run a bounty, all kinds of different value added through that. It makes it a lot more fun, and it's a fun avenue to rip sports cards through and to break cards through. But yeah, those prices are pretty steep sometimes because we all have to pay resale. That's just kind of the way that it goes, unless you're one of those select few, getting that hobby allocation and getting that distribution. Then you're just not gonna get that low price, unfortunately. Vulcan says over 2K for Patriots and NT case break. LOL. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. 2K. But someone's gonna pay it, man. Somebody's gonna pay it. I mean, if I had the cash to throw around, I would probably consider for a National Treasures break, because a box of National Treasures is a pretty penny. If I'm just going for Mac Jones, if I just want the New England Patriots, that's probably what I'm going to do. So, I appreciate you, Pack Attack. Says, love your break, Schulte. I'm Pack Attack. I appreciate that you do, man. I really try. The cool thing, guys, about anybody being able to break, and it means a lot that you do like what I'm doing, Pack Attack, and I'm glad that you enjoy it. But the cool thing, guys, about other, anybody breaking cards is like, I've got specific combination of boxes that I want to break in my head. Those are different than Hitman's. Those are different than RGL's. We all have different kind of favorite boxes that we like to, like I love 2021 Chronicles Basketball Hobby. I've been putting a lot of those in my breaks, and I want to pull somebody a LaMelo Ball auto, so I'm going to keep putting those in my breaks. I even want to do like a case rip of those. Let's do a break, for a whole case of Chronicles Basketball Hobby boxes, that kind of thing. So I'm ripping, like say more Chronicles Basketball Hobby than maybe the next Joe that's doing breaks. And then like Hitman Rips is running, like a lot of like Mosaic T-Mall or a specific product that you're not going to see elsewhere. And then Run Good Life has his hands, for instance, maybe on like 3 cases of Rookies and Stars longevity boxes, so that's the cool thing, guys. Breakers, we all can offer that different flavor and different options for people, and just a chance, because you can't always find cards, the ones that you want anyways on your store shelves. So, yeah, you can find some Topps flagship all the time. You can find some Heritage whenever the hell you want now. But, man, I want to rip into some Prism 2020. I want to break into some 2021 Select Basketball. And the only way that I can get those cards now is doing so in a break. So it's a fun way to go, and I enjoy it. And I hope that, I hope guys like RGL, like Hitman, like Chi City Pulls, like myself, like we can be seen amongst the crowd of breakers and hopefully be propped up by the next generation from Fanatics, with that money coming into the hobby. And not only that, guys, but I just think that sports cards in general, and I've said this several times, they will be so successful if we start to treat them, like a day-to-day, tangible investment that can go up or down, with the performance of a game. I really think if cards were treated a little bit more like stocks and a little bit more of a volatile asset day to day, a lot more people would be in on them. So that essentially means that you've got to cover sports alongside, like sports betting, alongside sports cards and collectors, and talk about, LaMelo Ball's recent performance, going to the end of the season, trying to get the Charlotte Hornets to the playoffs, as well as, the next premium basketball release coming up. You've got to talk about those two in tandem. And I think as we do that more and more going forward, I think that more people will start to treat it like that. And it's why I think that, like, at some point, there's going to be like a sports card channel like VENMO, which is essentially just dedicated to sports betting. I think there will be a channel dedicated to coverage of sports cards and sports in tandem with each other, just by themselves. That's it. That's the only thing you're going to be seeing on that channel. I really do believe that at some point. And I did see Pack Attack. Thank you for answering that question in the chat, asking about the next Walmart restock. That happens every Wednesday. Walmart every Wednesday, 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you get prepared for that, but it's going to be pretty hard. The last 3 weeks have been pretty rough on Walmart.com. Almost no Mosaic football has been stocked, and the people that have gotten their hands on it have gotten maybe like one box. Really hard to get anything of value lately for any kind of Mosaic or any kind of valuable release from Walmart.com, unfortunately. They got to stop mass printing them, says Tony D. Tommy's Break says, I cringe so hard when small breakers are marking up 200 to 300% with zero added value. It's like they think people can't do the math, says Tommy. It's true, man. It's so true. They just want to make that quick buck, and I hope that those breaks go unsold forever. But if you can get the right combo, if you can add, like I love to add pretty much, guys, in every single one of my mid to high cost breaks, I add a slab that you can win if you buy into the breaks. So you have a chance at like grabbing something like that. I offer bounties for my breaks. I mean, there's all kinds of things value wise. And during the last break, and I've got a ton of boxes to send out along with all of the breaker packages, or the packages from the break for the cards from the teams and the specific breaks that I got to send out. But like we just ran a wheel and spun it and gave something away to every single, or at least a chance to every single person in the chat and every single person that bought into each break to win something extra that way. So yeah, any kind of added value, that obviously makes it much more worth your while. And hey, when you've got a break like a bounty, with a bounty that's offering like $100 to $200, guys, and you buy in for like $50 to $100, and say you end up getting a crappy team, like I got the Blazers and Clippers combo in an NBA break. It's okay, because you got two teams that could hit that bounty still. So it's a fun break regardless for you. You don't have to get the Hornets. You don't have to get the T-Wolves or the Jaguars or the New England Patriots or the Los Angeles Chargers to have fun getting into a break. Michael Fisher says there's no better value in the hobby than Bowman. Yeah, Michael, Bowman and those first Bowmans, buddy. Those atomic refractors that I believe still come one every Bowman hobby box, and all of the colored parallels and all the autos that you can pull, the long-term value of first Bowman, as well, obviously, as the Bowman mega boxes with the Mojo refractors and the first Bowman Mojo autos, and all of those parallels. Just nuts, man. Just freaking nuts. Mega Me want to go rip some 2020 Bowman mega boxes, man. I'm about to go drop like $500 on some Bowman mega boxes just to see if I can pull a Dominguez parallel. I probably won't. Oh yeah, Pack Attack. Duh. Pack Attack says I give away free spots. Duh. Of course, I'm forgetting I am a clown. Pack Attack buys so many free spots and gives them away to the chat, guys. I would be remiss if I did not mention Pack Attack Jackpot doing that. And please, if you have not checked Pack Attack Jackpot's channel out, Go do so. He deserves so many more subscribers and views than he has. The videos that he puts out, the rips that he puts out are so entertaining. They all have a theme. They're really fun to watch, guys. It's almost like a TV episode, watching sports cards essentially be ripped. It's really fun because of all the fun things, sound-wise or theme-wise, that he associates with it. I love what you do, Pack Attack Jackpot. So, of course, along with your generosity, giving away free spots to people in my breaks, man. Giving away fillers, giving away free full-price spots. Man, yeah, you rock, brother. I appreciate you, Pack Attack Jackpot. Bomb first says, I'll take a spot. We got to show up to the next break, which will unfortunately not be coming up here on the 8th, but the 15th of May. Because I apologize, but like I said, did not realize that Mother's Day was coming up this soon on May 8th, guys. What's up, Jose? Says, just got here. What did I miss? Not much, man. Not much, Jose. No restock happening on Target.com this morning. I do apologize. But we will be seeing hopefully something later this week or next Tuesday, if all else fails, if not this week. Appreciate it. D's nuts. Appreciate you also. Robert Copeland says, in a break, no matter how crappy the team you get is, there's still a chance you pull something decent. Not a great chance, but your hand is still in the bucket. Exactly, Robert Copeland. And something that I actually also like about breaks, others like to build those sets and they'd like to get all those cards, stacked up and have everything on hand. Every single card from every single box that they rip, they set aside and they put in a box and they want to make sure they have those for later. Those stack up a little bit too quickly for me. So I don't mind buying into breaks and getting like a specific team and then just getting those cards sent to me. It's nice to just hop to the mailbox and see a couple of packages from Run Good Life and then a couple from Hitman Rips and Tries That He Pulls, as opposed to, ripping 6 mega boxes, scoring nothing, and then being left with all 300, 400 cards. Just like, what the hell do I do with these? I'll sleeve the rookies up and save them. But all these other commons are useless to me. Absolutely useless. Mr. C says, I want your guys' opinion. Do you think all retail brands are overproduced? Which retail do you think will hold their increased value 10 years ago, or 10 years from now, not specific players? Mr. C, so make sure you stick to, if you're looking at retail, you want to go Bowman mega boxes, like I was just talking about for baseball. Those are some of the biggest, most highly sought after releases year to year out there. Bowman mega boxes are some of the best retail boxes that you could buy year to year. Also, you just want to look at the premium releases, essentially Prism football, basketball. You want to look at Mosaic football, basketball, Select football, basketball, and Optic football, basketball. So those retails are usually highly sought after. Another one that people don't think of very often because they forget the downtowns is just Don Russ flagship. So 2020 Don Russ, 2021 Don Russ usually has the good downtowns that I think that, and I know I'm not trying to bring up specific classes. However, the print runs for like 2020 are a lot less than 2021. So I would maybe steer towards like 2020 in general. But essentially, you're looking at Bowman mega boxes, Prism, Mosaic, Select, Topps Chrome is a really great retail value. And I know I'm forgetting one. I apologize. I know I'm forgetting one. Vulcan says Jaron Duran, talking about his first Bowman coming out of 2020. Jaron Duran, very true, guys. I think you could find his first Bowman like hotcakes in 2020 Bowman, and now his card actually getting a little bit more valued. So if you have all those first Bowman Jaron Durans, hey, go back and check. Might want to sell those off or send a few off to PSA. Backyard Pro says, next Tuesday's drop will be absolutely terrible. I don't think it'll be terrible, man. I don't think it'll be terrible at all. All right, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Like I said, it does help me feed a couple of kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. It is 5:09 Pacific time, 8:09 East Coast time, 7:09 Central, 6:09 Mountain, guys. Gonna let you all get on with your days. It looks like obviously no restock happening, but we'll be back bright and early tomorrow, hoping for a restock from Target.com, and of course, guaranteed to see a restock tomorrow afternoon from Walmart.com. That is, once again, noon Pacific, 3 East Coast time. We can talk about how to be ready for that. We can talk more about card trimming going on in the hobby, guys. I think I want to dive into that, and I will. I'm going to go over a little bit again tomorrow what I found going through the NFL draft this year, 2022 NFL draft, and all of the prospects and who was an offensive player drafted, how many quarterbacks were drafted, which it wasn't many, and how the hobby is going to value football cards going forward, because I really think it is going to be something that we all need to pay attention to, and we need to make sure that we educate ourselves on and help, value all of these guys. We need to put more value into defensive players. We need to put more value into current day wide receivers. Maybe fine. Running backs. All right, I get it. Those contracts, guys getting big contracts are long gone. But we got to talk about that. And we got to talk about the long-term sustainability of the hobby. So, guys, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Appreciate everybody. This is Pack Attack Jackpot. Thanks, Schultz. See you tomorrow. Tommy's Break says, have a great day, everyone. See you in the AM. Backyard GoPro says, no target drop tomorrow, but I'm still going to be here hoping for one and here entertaining y'all, as I'm sure, even if you're just sitting here refreshing or waking up, going about your day, that hopefully I can at least offer some fun and, different takes than you've heard on the sports card hobby. So we'll be back. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow anyways, man. All right, thanks, everybody. It's been fun. Apologies for no restock this morning, but like I said, we will be back tomorrow at 3:45 Pacific, 6:45 East Coast time, hoping for that restock and talking about a guaranteed restock tomorrow on Walmart.com, 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning. Schultz's card pulls out. Be good to yourselves and each other. Stay safe.